What up everybody, it's JV Outdoors, and today it's rainy, cold, so I can't go outside. Well, I could, but I really don't want to. So if y'all don't remember, I had this hatchet I bought from TEMU, and I took it on a camping trip and it broke on me. And I figured out the reason why it broke was they didn't even complete this. There was no wedge in it. They had no staples, no nothing, not even any wood glue. Nothing. They had nothing to hold this hatchet together. So today, I'm going to teach you how to fix this. So stay tuned as we fix a TEMU hatchet. Alright, so what we're going to need today, obviously the broken hatchet. I'm going to use one of these hammers. Any kind of soft hammer will do. You don't even have to use a soft hammer. I just prefer a soft hammer. It's got the rubber tips. Utility knife, bastard file, pencil, and some wood glue. I use the Stanley. This is wood glue, but any wood glue would do, Gorilla Glue, anything like that. And then I got a box just here to set it up on. Obviously, I'm not out on a workbench. You can do this on your kitchen table, as long as your wife don't mind. I don't have a wife, so it doesn't matter to me. And then I got this. This is the Taco. This is from Taco. This is a hammer wedge kit. I'll put a link in the description below where I bought this. But it's got the wedges, it's got the staples, and the round, I don't even know what they call the round thing. So, first things first, we got to clear out, because I beat this up pretty good trying to keep the handle on. So we got to clear out where the wedge would be. So the wedge will go in there. Because I beat it up pretty good. So it's just gonna, there, that should do. That should do. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a wedge out of here. Maybe a pair of scissors should have been in there. Jump stuff out. Alright, so we got 3 wedges here. Looks like they're all the same thickness. 3 wedges, so I can fix 3 axes if I needed to. And these are the staples, and then these round things. I really forget what they call these round things. Is it on here what they call them? And it just says steel wedge, but it's a round wedge, that's what it is. So looks like I'm not gonna have to cut this at all, which is nice. I thought I was gonna have to cut it, that's why I brought a pencil, but it looks like I'm gonna get away with not having to cut it. So first thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna get the head back on there. And then we're going to take our hammer and beat it down. There we go. Then we're going to put our wedge. Now you could put glue in here if you wanted to. I just do the glue at the end. Get a wedge in there. Come on. Okay, I cracked it a little bit, but that's alright. Beat it off like that. There we go. Take it. Just like that. Alright. And then we're going to take one of our staples here. And I like to do the staple towards the back. Take a second, we'll get it. Wow. It's getting a little stronger than I thought it was going to be. So I went and got a regular hammer. This side just couldn't get enough oomph with it. So we just went with a regular hammer. Now I'm going to put one of these round ones in, more towards kind of the middle, but up towards the top a little bit. These round ones are a little harder to get started because they're not tall like the, but we'll get her. There we go. Hammer them in there like that. Now I'm just going to put a little wood glue around the top of this and kind of seal it. Forgot this is a new bottle. Come on. There we go. Getting the seal out of these things, hard time. Good seal though. So you know Stanley makes good products. There we go. Put a little wood glue in like that. A little wood glue on the top. I'm actually just going to use this piece of paper. Kind of just spread it like that so it seeps in to all the cracks. Just like that. And there we go. And then I'm going to let that dry for about 24 hours. Now it'll be dry before 24 hours, but I just like to let it go for 24 hours. So hopefully tomorrow I can go out, we can test it out. Well, first I'll sharpen it up with my bastard file, and we'll take it out, split some logs with it and stuff, and see how she works now that it's properly put together, unlike when it came to me from TEMU incomplete. So be back with you when we can sharpen it. What up, everybody? We're back to finish this hatchet. The glue is definitely dry, as you can see with the wood glue. When it turns clear, that's when you know it's dry. But it's the next weekend. I got busy, things happened, life happens. So we're gonna finish off this hatchet today. I actually went fishing yesterday. As you can tell, I'm red as red can be. But so we'll finish this off. But first we're gonna sharpen it up. Now what I got here is just what we call a bastard file. One side is more coarse, one side's more fine, and you can actually tell by just running your fingers down it which one catches more, and that's your coarser side, and my thumb side is the coarser side. You can just tell. And so I'm going to start with that, and what you do is just at an angle and flip it. I like to do 3, 3, 3. Just 3, 3, 3, 3. Just run across the whole thing. And then after you got the rough part done, go to the finer side and kind of fine tune it. Like that. I don't know why you can see that. I'm going to point that down a little bit more. There. But yeah, so I did it with the coarse side, then the fine side. Just kind of just make sure you just kind of, as you push down, work it all the way up the blade, like that. Push down, work it all the way up the blade like that. Just like that. Alright, now it came with this, so to make it look nicer and just to be more protective, I actually bought this. This is actually from Hiko Work. It's made in Germany. I actually got it. Right there, Hiko Work. It's made in Germany. I'll put a link to where I bought it. They make all kinds of stuff, but I'll put a link to where I bought it down below. But Now, you could cut that, but I may want it for a different axe someday, so I'll just fold it like that, and it'll work itself to stay that way. That way if I ever want to do a bigger axe head or anything like that with it, you know, I don't cut too, I didn't cut it off. That having that little hang isn't going to bother me. But alright, we'll go out and split some logs and see how well she works. We'll be back in just a minute. Alright, so we got our hatchet here. We're not going to split the big logs, obviously. We just split up a couple of these small logs, but just to show you, she works like a charm now. Don't mind the puppies, just my neighbor's puppies. That's Winchester and that's Remington. Winnie's the fat one. If I can get it to stand straight up, I might have to do a sideways one. Yeah. Oops. Can't get it to stand straight up. There we go. There we are. She splits like a beauty now. Do one more just for show. There we are. Hatchet fixed. This isn't even the best wood to be cut, but this shows it's still going to work even on some bad wood. So there you are, fixed. So yeah, even though this was with my broken TEMU hatchet, but if you had just a regular axe or whatever, handle breaks, you can fix it. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. Go. Oh yeah, look at that. Good stuff, good stuff. But yeah, there we are. Perfectly fine, not coming off the handle anymore. Way to go. Alright, thanks y'all for checking out. Never forget, Genesis 9.3. Peace.